Hey, do you ever feel like music is getting worse?
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
You know, it isn't too often these days that you find an artist that has their own established, unique, authentic style. And honestly, sometimes the music industry just seems like a churning bucket of rinse and repeat. But with social media, the way that we discover music has completely changed. For example, there are people like Billie Eilish, whose debut album, Don't Smile at Me, hit number 15 in the US charts thanks to a little doohickey we call SoundCloud. Though, did you know Billie Eilish isn't the only person to have harnessed the power of social media to spread her musical hand? See, back in the day, there was this guy who not only utilized social media to get discovered, but blew his career through the roof on MySpace. I'm talking about Adam Young, better known as Owl City, or you may just know him as, the Fireflies guy.
You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies.
You know the famous lyrics, I get 1,000 hugs from 10,000 lightning bugs, which is either an extremely clever metaphor or a horrible way to die. A song which has over 314 million views on YouTube, and most recently sparked a comeback in memedom on unfitting music, like this. Well, my ears are bleeding. In fact, Adam became a giant on social medias like YouTube and now has over like 2 million subscribers. But if you take a look at his page, his activity of recent is, insert cricket sounds, dormant. What happened? How does an artist climb to the pinnacle and then just as quickly fade into the background? Now, I listened to his original Of June EP recently, and if you look at his catalog over time, he went from kind of intriguing lightweight keyboard music with wispy vocals to singing about bombshell blondes and, good times. Now, my instinct is telling me that he just became a slave to the music label he worked for that wanted him to pump out popular music. Because in my opinion, even in his bad albums, he still has some songs that harken back to the good old days. But does anyone really know? Or even care? Well, in the beginning, suffering from insomnia and working loading Coca-Cola trucks, living the dream, Adam began composing music living in his parents' basement and uploading it to MySpace. And that's when he started to gain some traction, and he actually formed a pretty nascent fan base by being an open and accessible web presence, responding to any messages he received and uploading a daily blog post. Having a more relatable personality with his fans was definitely a favorable quality to have. People felt like they knew him, not just his music. In fact, even today, he has an active subreddit with thousands of peeps just chattering away. Mostly arguing, but still. His style is quirky yet inoffensive. And through a deal with CD Baby, classy label, he began dropping his music in 2007 on iTunes, releasing his first EP Of June, followed by Maybe I'm Dreaming, which both reached in the teens in the charts. That boy was on his way. The sky was the limit, or so it seemed. In 2009, he released the album Ocean Eyes with his iconic song, How Can We Forget, Fireflies, which topped the charts both in the US and Canada. Something that not only softly hypnotized teenagers, but also, as I mentioned before, inspired quite the memedom. Over the next several years, Adam would go on to release more albums such as All Things Bright and Beautiful, Midsummer Station, etc. All of which captured, a sort of, I can listen to this while I'm window shopping with my grandma kind of vibe. All thanks to a little thing back in 2007 that we call the internet. But you see, now, there was a problem. The sound was all kind of beginning to feel, the same. At least to some of his fans. Where was the magic that was once captured by the hugs of 1,000 lightning bugs? And today, his latest release in 2018 has quite the raving, not so great reviews. Actually, I'm kind of curious, what do his fans think?
I hate to have to make this video. I hate to have to do another video bashing Adam Young, Owl City. I want you to know, it is not personal. It is about the music.
But you see, Owl City isn't the only artist to catapult their careers using the internet. While Owl City may have reached some kind of musical stagnation, the Arctic Monkeys, who just started a couple years before Owl City, used the internet to slowly rise to huge levels of fame over the last 2 decades. In 2005, the Arctic Monkeys started to post videos on their website and quickly became popular with the indie rock scene. Very shortly after that, they began touring the globe and are still really really relevant today. See, Owl City and the Arctic Monkeys were pioneers of digital music promotion, and they paved the way for bedroom artists around the world to not only create, but more importantly, distribute their music to an audience that could hear them without the record labels, and that was for the first time. Because of the accessibility to share and create and promote your own music now from your bedroom, there's more music available now more than ever for your ears to be, yeah, that. I mean, anyone can do it.
I'm upset. I'm upset.
Okay, you know, maybe not everyone. With so much music about people learning and sometimes mimicking other people's styles constantly, possibly be why we feel music is getting worse? Has there been some sort of black plague that swept the music industry? Or is the pure volume of music being put out there just made us have to dig through the huge hay bale and find that diamond in the rough? And people like Owl City, who helped pioneer this new way of discovery. Could his fate be just the fact that he's a victim of circumstance? Or does he just suck? You be the judge. I'm totally objective. Remember, I'm Ryan, and I'll see you in the next video.